Hello friend, welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. We're here with another episode of the Vistula to Berlin campaign. And I'm ready for some action. Now, there are some things down here that indicate I might be able three, nine. Let's include the cavalry though. Attack them. And I want 20th Panzer II. Basically, okay, that went easier than I thought against those guys. They didn't have that much extra, though it did kind of seem like they had another division there. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Gonna go crazy through this territory? One of the things that would be pretty funny is encircling this. I'm not really sure what to make of that. But I'd rather try to get these guys out. And get some support units. Alright. Barely made it too, so I really needed all three of them. I guess I was still pretty heavy. Now I need to take a look as to which elements I want to get out. Interesting that they deploy here, and then I can move them. They're unready, but it is 8,000 men. Moreover, I'm getting all the equipment out, technically, I think. They're at 11 out of 38, but I think it's also mostly because almost everything in that thing is damaged, so... And now they're depleted. Well, it is something. For another number 1 Panzer Division, well. These guys cannot get a lot further. Let's just, for now, detach that mountain core only and see. I did get it out. And now I can disband the actual Budapest fortress. And I mean, certainly I'm very likely to not be able to move those units all that much further. Yep, and it even seems like these cannot go anywhere at all. Indeed. What that means is, I guess I really want to move those. I'm a bit surprised these cannot go back, but basically I need to create some kind of bridge here or something that will allow me to hold that. These guys definitely need to go back. They're currently... Well, actually, let's see, because I do want to show these, yeah. You cannot reach that, though, but I will have them on depots refitting. This is going to be extremely dangerous for my lines, and it's not as if... Oh, wow. The rest of this line here is doing any better. If anything, I would even say that I'm in serious trouble here. Regardless of me getting that out, because... it's such a problem. Weird though. Well, certainly those two need to stay there. One thing that I can do for now is reinforce this. Probably quite necessary, especially since it looks terrible still. We'll see how they attack and what I might be able to do over time in that section. Ultimately, this might cost me more than it benefits me, but I do feel like at least trying a rescue attempt here is, you know, kind of what we're supposed to do. And in a sense, it did work out. Like, well, it's not as if I can do anything else here. I'm kind of too weak to attack. I don't like this position at all. This is the weakest, well, together with this, but if I'm lucky enough, they might not attack that. I really want their TOE, or, oh yes, 100. Yeah. Yeah, attacking there is certainly not useful. These guys will just come straight down. And attack. I'm gonna reserve the second Hungarian armor. We'll see how that works. I wouldn't be surprised if Hungary gives up pretty quickly after taking Budapest either way, which means that we'll have a pretty big gap to fill there. Not that I have anything to fill it with, obviously. Although I do have quite a few units there now, since I actually took quite a lot of stuff from the Western Front. I want to try and keep that at 100, because I don't think we have the strength to get it to 110, and I'd rather hold the Soviets than the Allies here. So I took out almost everything. Interestingly, there's still quite a few of support units that I could take out. But the question is, do you really want to? Being at 104... I could technically take out a total of 20. How are we in Italy, by the way? Then? Potentially, we're at 97. I need to know what we're sending to Italy as well. Not the logistics. I need transfers. Yeah. So this is turn 3. Turn 4. 5th Panzer Army is heading to map. All of this too. They're already out. 10th, 17th, I think. No. that's... gonna drain Western Europe quite a bit. That's a big problem. Basically, I need to prevent a lot of those transfers. Let's see. Not of the artillery, that's fine. Let's actually see what we have here. Because none of this can go to the Eastern Front, really. Or sorry, Western Front. These level bombers can, but that does not help me. How are we on Norway? I can take out 11. But they don't allow it. So, for example, well, those others are already in transfer, but those that still will transfer, I need to make sure that doesn't go through, like 10th SS Panzer here. These are already in transfer, so they're technically already out. But then I also don't want 21st Panzer to move. I will take the 503rd Heavy Panzer Battalion though. With its complement of King Tigers. I'll take the artillery and the corps. But I'll leave the 25th Panzer. Grenadier Division. Artillery will transfer from Norway to map, it's fine. But really don't want those to move. Axis reserves to Italy is okay. And Panzer to transfer will be fine too. The rest of this is all in transfer already. And then this will come later. Alright. That's fine. I guess that was pretty important to do anyway. Okay, let's continue with this disaster. I need to pull them out of this, even though it's a rough hex. This is also rough, but the unfortunate thing is that I don't have any fortifications. The only thing I can do here is try to stack but I really don't like the way that looks. Then in here, I don't want this to get surrounded. I actually do need to pull out of this. Well, let's actually see anyway. Because first things first, let's see who's better. I mean, this guy is 7, so I'd rather have things be under the 11th core if I can help it. And this mountain core. Like, I have to abandon those positions. Because I'll have to retreat here anyway, so I really need to fall back towards this side. And mountains are nice to defend, fair enough, but if these guys will get trapped in a pocket, it's practically game over. So that's pretty much the way things gonna go. You are so weak, they're unready. They need to get out entirely. I might as well just put them on their first Panzer Army for now. And they'll try to get out, basically. So that's pretty reasonable defense, which is nice. It's a shame they... Oh, they can actually move back. Okay, fair enough. Well, don't mind me then. And I don't really want to destroy this yet. I don't see the AI getting in between here. The great thing is that now, or a reasonable thing is that you can move a lot further back. And 33. I like that a lot more. I don't see them cutting me off that quickly, although, like I said, I am trying to get out of there. TOE 25%. It seems like the 76th is also not particularly up for fighting. So at best, I can make them try and hold this. Going for an 85 here. 15th Infantry also, yeah, they're even unready. They have no reason to be there. What I will do though is get the Dirlevranger out. Just to reinforce this a bit. Right, so it's still a bit of the odd one out. But we'll see how it goes. This is rough terrain. So I'm not 100% sure as to how much they can hold. Well, certainly they're going to refit there. Let's get these onto this hex. Well, at minimum, like also I want to try and walk the least amount of territory. So now I have both those Volks Grenadiers just trying to straighten out there. There's currently 3 hexes in between all of that, which is a problem. I could... and I probably should. Both of these are ready. So 38. This doesn't really get a whole lot better from this, unfortunately. Ukrainian Grenadiers, eh? Like, having a gap like this is already bad enough. How much is it gonna help trying to hold on to that? Probably not a lot. Better if they're just trying to refit. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ultimately, these should be part of the 9th SS Panzer Corps, which is no Panzers. If those light woods is the best I can do, that's going to be a serious problem. Like that's certain. Their best shot here is Breslau, whereas these can move all the way to Liegnitz. I want to send the 4th Panzer units all down. I do have the 356th, which will probably have to plug a gap down here. as I see it. Potentially Bielsko. No. Oh. If I move the 20th SS in here. Oh, this is... I can't, they would just waltz in through there, which they're very likely going to do yet anyway. Is this rough? No. It is tricky because I could send them, say, here. Well, let's see anyway, so... The 710th. Could go into the city fortress. But let's see for a bit. So, at the very least, they need to move back. And if possible, even further. I mean, they have no chance. There are so little men in them. They would have to get into Breslau. They're actually ready, but they're at 17, huh? Again, the biggest challenge here is to organize some kind of cohesive retreat that allows me to get out my units. But it is quite difficult. For the 9th Army, they don't really need the 40th Panzer Corps, which is 6 out of 11. And then 4th Panzer Army is quite full, though. Yeah, I can really see indeed that there are quite a few units. They might actually be able to fight. Yes, they are. How badly do I want to hold on to that industrial region for one more turn? Or at least, yeah, it does have resource production too. How about Buthen? oil production. Resource production. Ah, shit. Katowice is completely demolished, though. If I try to hold on to some of those regions, I have to understand. I have to move back here, at least. And this unit, as it is, but are on train. I cannot defend that area. At best, I can keep them in there. The area in between, like I can toss the Brandenburgers out. Yeah, that's fair enough. If I want to try and defend there, at the very least I will have to move back. What other supply hubs do I have in that region that I can benefit from? This campaign is the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I might actually try to defend that one more turn, given the situation. Getting the second SS Panzer Corps is nice, but I still have absolutely or almost nothing. In this area to defend. Even here. Well, I'm very close to having something like these guys. This is empty though. And this area will start to, you know, become a bit more problematic for the AI. A bit. That sucks too. Sure enough. But I'm not even close to having something like a stable line. As much as I'd want to. Any unit that can go back will go back. As much as possible for reorganization, at least. Alright, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.